share with your friends. Here's the thing, one quick thing. Freedom is a responsibility. And when you reclaim your responsibility, you can reclaim your freedom. And what I mean by that is you have a responsibility to define what freedom is for you. You have a responsibility to define what freedom is for you. So often, we are looking for freedom and we are defining it with the outward things. We're defining it with the material. We're defining it with, being able to buy a bag or being able to travel, or you are trying to cover your need for freedom with things, with places, with people. I had a friend recently who went on this beautiful, beautiful, trip by herself and went to enjoy herself. And she texted me and she said, Yaya, no party can replace my freedom. So yes, this is fun, but I want to be free. And so even though she was there to party, she was very much focused on doing the work that she needed to do to be free. So, you go, you enjoy yourself, you go on your vacation, you go on your trip, and you come home and you're still not free. You come home and you're still at a job that you don't like. You get home and you're still not experiencing the love that you want. You get home and you are still dealing and battling with the things that were there before you left. And I know so many women who travel the world and they love it. They love to travel. It's not that traveling is wrong or bad or anything like that, but they're traveling trying to run away from that feeling. They're traveling trying to mask and cover it up. And maybe you've done the same. You go to these beautiful places, you see these beautiful faces, and then you get home and everything that you were running from is still there. And so I want you to take the responsibility of reclaiming your freedom, of defining what freedom is for you, and going and showing up for that thing no matter what, and building that no matter what. What is freedom for you? That is my question for you today. What is freedom for you? And I want you to just take the time to define that. Take the time to really sit down and say, this is what I want my life to look like. And this is how I want to live. And this is what I want to earn. And this is how I want to be loved. And then be willing to commit to that. Be willing to commit to that picture in your mind. Be willing to commit to making it happen. And no, it's not going to just fall into place perfectly, but it will fall into place perfectly. It will fall into place if you commit. Everything will come together when you commit to it. So in order to reclaim your freedom, you have to take responsibility for it. Freedom is not just, I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. That's a part of it. Having your time, that's part of it. However, there's a responsibility that comes along with freedom. You have to be able to maintain that freedom. And so in order to reclaim your freedom, you have to first reclaim the fact that you are responsible for creating your freedom. A job is never going to give you freedom. And this is not a mission to make everybody an entrepreneur. This is to help you understand that as long as someone else says, this is how much you can make, this is when you can have your time, that's not freedom. And so you have to decide to structure your life and get disciplined and get focused enough to create the freedom that you desire. Freedom absolutely is a result of discipline. And so often we forget that. So often we are so focused on, I want to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it. I want to be able to do nothing if that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's cool. But at some point, you're going to have to maintain something that gives you the ability to do nothing. I just recently took 3 months off in my business to just take care of my baby. But I had to be committed and focused and dedicated in the months prior to that in order to give myself that freedom. So you have to decide that you are going to be responsible for your own freedom, and then define what that looks like. Define what that looks like for you. And so that is my word for you for today. If you want to reclaim your freedom, if you want to live the life that you truly desire, you have to be willing to take responsibility for it. You have to be willing to show up and commit yourself to it. You have to be willing to be dedicated, be focused, and be disciplined. Thank you so much. My child is sliding me a granola bar under the door. Y'all, these boys are so sweet. So sweet. So I'm going to go and get them together and handle them. But I hope that this message was beneficial for you today. I hope that it served you and supported you. And I look forward to speaking to you guys again tomorrow. Peace and love.